Hello my dear student, today I am going to explain function overloading. So what is functions overloading? Another name of function overloading is polymorphism. What is the definition of functions overloading? When we use two or more functions different from the class name and all the function names should be same and their parameter declaration should be different, then that is called function overloading or polymorphism. When we use two or more functions all the with same name but different from the class name and their parameter declaration should be different, then that is called functions overloading. Okay, now I will show you with one example. That means example means one programs, and that I will pure functions and both impure functions also I will show you. Say first functions over. See, I will explain with test. Writing int this is sum of two numbers. Add. So this is by using impure functions. It's a void test. See, here I am taking division of two numbers. Variable I am taking div and this function is closed. Suppose void test int a double v. Multiplications of two numbers equal to plus PROD, product. One more suppose void test Okay, close. See, this is just to notice functions overloading. I said all the functions should be same. See, test same, test same, test same. All the functions same, different from the class names, and their parameter declaration. See, variable a b, but their parameter declaration means both the data type is int and int. Next, see, double I am taking. If I take here again int int, then both will be same. That time the problem will arise. Then it is not abide the rules of functions overloading. So that should be different. The parameter declaration should be different. That's why I am taking here int int, here double, here int double, here long float. We can take long, we can take int int, we can take byte, short, okay, long, float, double, long double, int double, like that way. So functions declarations, parameter declarations should be different, then that is called function overloading. Now if I want to call this one, another class. So if I want to call to another class, that means that is inheritance part. Already in one video already I explained. Another class I am calling it. Class calling. See, function's name is functions over. That first help us to create an object. Over. OB name equal to new over object created. Now first one if I want to call. So first both the data type is int. Both the data type int. So you need to take here. Suppose int a equal to 150, b equal to suppose 700. Then function's name test. So object help us to call it ob dot test a comma b. So now what will be the results when ob dot test will run? The sum of two numbers will come. That means sum of two numbers are 850. Now if I want to call double, that means that functions. That two variable is double and double. So I am taking here double. Already a, b already we declared. So same functions, same variable we cannot take. So capital is double a equal to 0 comma b equal to 12.0. I just need to write ob dot test a comma b. So now with this computer will call the division of two numbers. Now third one if I want to call. Third one data type int double. Int double. I am taking here int suppose x equal to both the multiplications int suppose 17 double x y equal to that was 18.9. Now ob dot test x comma y. Now another one is long and float. Subtraction of two numbers. If I want to call that long x equal to 7089L float, one is float. Float y equal to, suppose 7000 f. Now ob dot test x y, capital Y this is, okay. Now close. So now see functions overloading according to the definitions. When you use two or more functions with same name but different from the class names and their parameter declarations should be different, then that is called functions overloading. That with one example. Now when you are going to call, so that case see, in the calling part you notice, first you need to create an object for the class, then int, when you call both that, this one, additions of two numbers, both the variables data type int, that's why I am taking here int a equal to 150 comma b equal to 700. Okay, then ob dot test a comma b. Second one, there double a and double b. Okay, double a and double b. Clear? So double a and double b, what is this? That is the division of two numbers. That's why we are writing here. Okay, ob dot test a comma b. One more thing is that here that b will be capital letter, okay, because already small b index already defined, it will come, so b and b. Okay, there x and y small letter. This is one process. Okay, now see if we can, another process of calling. If we want to place here direct value, then how will you do this? Direct value, then you no need to declare it like this way. Okay, that is one process. This is also one process, just inside the parenthesis. What is this? These are called actual parameter. This is called formal parameter. Okay, in my video functions or methods, there already I explained formal parameter and actual parameter. Then also once I am telling, this is when in the main functions we declared the parameters, that is called formal parameter, and in the calling part when you declare the variable, that is actual parameter, but it's proceed with data type, but it not. Now see here, direct we can place value in the calling part. If I give here 150 700, like that way also. So this is also one process, this is also. Suppose that case here. That case, if I want to place it direct, one is long, one is double. How will you write? You need to write ob dot test long value. That means 7083 L, and for float value 783.0 F. You need to give F. So this is also one process. That way also we can give the value. Okay. So when you call, this is also process. Now this is by using function overloading, by using pure functions. Now if I want to do it by using this is by using impure. Now if I want to do it by pure functions, means the data type, not void. See, now it is both int. Suppose I am taking this as a int. Now this is by using pure functions. int. You also know int means data type functions and it returns a value, not system.out.println. System.out.println statements will not use in pure functions. So return add. Okay. Now if it is double, so its data type should be double. Okay. Then that will be system.out.println will not use. And write again return statements. Return div is it is taking suppose double. Same here also return statement instead of system.out.println. Return product. And this is return sum. Okay. See, by using pure functions. When we do it by using pure functions, then functions. One thing you see, if it is of both the data type int, that's why you have to keep this variable as int and lower one, but not bigger one. Here see double, no problem. Double return double value. In that case, return float value and sub. Now, if I want to call this one also, now calling part same, but already that also I explained in methods. Now, if I want to call it another class, class calling. You also know void, and this is data type. Data type when we call means pure. We are calling in impure. Impure one, return statement will not work. So what should we do? First we create object. Over OB to new. FUN over this. Now, same way, if I take int A equal to 70, B equal to 80, then one variable, third variable. Otherwise, direct system.out.println system.out.println or print sum or addition. I am giving here addition equal to plus direct ob dot functions name test a comma b. That way, if I want to call this without variable also, if I want to put direct value here, this also allow. How? System.out.print, there no need to declare value first. Means value no need to pass to a variable. direct we can place it by use system dot out dot println. Suppose this is division equal to see direct we can place value paste double 3 1 12.0 comma 13.0 1 2 3 this parenthesis. Okay, another process, how will you pass it to a variable? Suppose this one I want to pass it at first in the variable. Okay, this is one process. First you declare the value to a variable and that variable you place inside the parenthesis as a actual parameter, and direct we can place it value. Now this one, if I want to write it like this way again, int a equal to suppose 13 double b equal to 19.3. Now both variable int and double, which one is bigger? Double one. So if you need to take double, suppose answer equal to ob dot test a comma b direct. This is also one process. First you take it in a variable, then after that variable you print ln. What is this? This is the multiplications of two number, or anything you can write. Multiplications, product of two number, multiplications of two number, a n s, and this is also one process. Okay, that way also you can do, this way also, one this and this is also. Okay, double this to float and all. Suppose float is bigger, suppose in this way also you can take float. Such results equal to ob dot test long, this subtractions 713l comma 50.09 f. Now system dot out dot println, this is that subtraction equal to plus, that is okay. This also one process, that way also you can. So this is pure functions overloading, pure one. If I want to call, then this is the process. Okay, now in the calling part, clear. See here four different ways. Yes. First you declare the variable int why. Now by mistakes, if you here your int, but here you are taking int byte, then that case computer will tell data type mismatch. Okay, here double and you are taking float, then computer will tell data type mismatch. So when you call, okay, remember that when you call the functions to another class or maybe same class, then data type should be same. That remember. Okay. Now in the calling part, we are giving here value direct. If we want to put it by using that means input statements, then any input statement also we can apply it here. Functions overloading, it is also very important principle in Java language, and polymorphisms. So this is the process. Now calling part, one more. Suppose I want to do it by using import java dot util dot suppose input statements. In input statement, what one advantage you will get, at different values you can place. Suppose any one I want to call. Suppose first one I want to call. So first scanner object. New scanner system dot in. See, system dot out dot println, enter the value of A and B. A and B. Now both the variables, see here, both the variable is int. So you have to take here int A equal to sc dot next int. Now after that you need to write system.out.println addition to plus ob.test a comma b. Okay. Now suppose this one I want to call, or maybe this one I want to call. Okay, any one. Suppose last one, subtractions. Then system.out.println enter two numbers. See, anything we can write. Enter two numbers. Enter two numbers for subtraction. One is long, variable long x equal to sc dot next long. Then float y equal to sc dot next. Now I want to take it as the third variable. I float result equal to ob dot test x comma y, and system dot out dot println subtractions. Okay. So functions. Why functions? First in my video I explained already about the functions, and today I explain functions overloading. And in the function overloading, if I want to call by using input statements, so this is the process. In input statements, first you need to create an object for the class. That means I am doing it by using scanner class, scanner object. Then you have to create the class objects. Then first one I want to call int, that's why I am taking here, enter the value of a and b. We can write it here, enter two numbers, two integer numbers, but two integer value. Like that way also you can give the heading, enter two integer value, int equal to and this is additions. Then next, enter two numbers for subtractions. I am giving here heading, because enter two numbers for what purpose? For subtraction. One is long variable, another one is float. So I am taking this way. Then long and float. Float is bigger. This is called implicit conversions. Float raise equal to we dot take this, then subtractions. So that this is functions overloading process. Pure functions in impure functions. When you call, then both the cases in the calling part we can use input statements, and we can give direct value also. We can use it a function's parameter also. Okay, so today up to functions overloading complete here. Next video I will explain constructor and their functions. Okay, so you must see my video and must give the comments, must subscribe my channel, you must like every video. When you will see, must like at least. Okay, and again and again you will see my video so that you will be benefited. Okay, bye.